Hello everyone, welcome to this brand new episode of Watch That Catitude. Now part 2, introducing the cats to each other and the first few days of your new cat in the new house. First of all, congratulations, your new furry friend is now in your house. Let's start off this video first of all with the biggest mistake that the people make. When they're introducing cats, they start feeding them in the same room or sometimes even in the same bowl, thinking that this will bring the cats together. This will not bring the cats together. Treating them with high value treats is very different than the meal time. So you can always give them high value treats when they're good with each other, but when it comes to the meal time, they need to be in separate rooms. Before you bring your cat in, go into its new room and spray pet remedy at least 15 minutes before you bring the cat in. Now that you brought the cat in, open the carrier door and just let it be. Do not try to take it out of the carrier. Let it come out of there at its own pace. Once you've done that, it's ideal to just leave the cat be. It might take a while to come out of the carrier, or it might want to go around and explore its new room, and it's ideal to let the cat do that on its own so that it feels safer and more confident. Following days, initially your cat, depending on its confidence level, might be really boisterous or would want to climb up, explore everything, come up to you when you go in there, talk to you, be with you. Give it as much time as it needs and try to make it comfortable, but ideally for first 2 days, do not let your resident cat go stand by the new cat's door, because this might make the new cat feel a bit more shy, a bit more anxious. Whenever your resident cat tries to do that, distract them immediately with some treats, call them in the other room or play with them. The third day, start mixing up their blankets. Swap their blankets a couple of times in a day and notice their behavior. Do they hiss at the blanket? Are they just sniffing and have a normal body posture? They're not stressing out. And if this goes well, then you can start mixing up their litters as well. After a day or 2 or 3 of swapping the blankets and mixing their litter trays, if everything is going well and your cats look confident and happy, start introducing them by a very small gap in the door. By this time, your cats will be pretty curious to get to know each other and to find out what's on the other side of the door. So what you need to keep in mind is you have to make these initial interactions very positive for both of the cats. Anytime if you see them starting to get really frustrated or angry, stop the interaction immediately. If the interaction is going well, they're sniffing at each other through the door peacefully, give them very high value treats and stop the session immediately. Do not push it. Do not think that, oh, it's going well, so now I can open the door a bit more. Take it one step at a time. Do this multiple times a day. Every time, make sure that the interaction is as peaceful and they have been rewarded with a lot of treats. Make sure during this time you're giving the cats individually a lot of time. Play with both of the cats individually, give them cuddle sessions, do not ignore the cats. And also your resident cat needs not to feel left out, so you have to make it feel extra special. And so giving them a bit extra treats during this time is not a very bad thing. Roughly at around this time, your cats might be ready to actually meet each other outside of the room. How you're going to do that is put a barrier in between them. You can get long puppy doors, which are good to separate the cats from each other. They can just sniff through this barrier. Do not let them meet. Do not let them get into contact. Just sniff each other through this barrier. And during this time, you can again give them a lot of high value treats. Make sure you don't give these high value treats at any other time, only when the cats interact with each other, so that they remain of high value. Once the cats have had a good sniff of each other and everything is fine, now the thing to keep in mind is a small hiss here and there isn't a bad thing. It's just the cat showing that they're a bit unsure. But actual aggression like jowling and something is a bad reaction, and you should stop the interaction immediately. However, if that's not happening, then keep treating the cat as ideally you need 2 people for this. One with each cat. Start playing with them individually with the barrier in between. Basically, what you need to do is find this interaction very normal and casual, and they're not tense or they're not stressing out or getting aggressive. Again, do not push it. Keep these sessions short. If they're going nice, keep it short before it gets bad. And do it multiple times a day until your cats get more and more comfortable with each other. During this time, also start taking your cats to each other's room. So your new cat needs to go around the house to sniff around. So let them do that. And while your new cat is doing that, bring your resident cat into your new cat's room so that they can also have a good sniff around. Do that multiple times a day for a few days as well. Roughly in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Now this all depends on the pace of both of your cats. Some cats take much less time, and some cats might take a lot more time to come to this comfort zone. But roughly around 2 to 3 weeks, your cats will be ready to meet each other without the barrier. Now comes the big one. Remove the barriers. Again, similarly, the things that you did when there was a barrier in between, do the same things. Play with the cats individually, give them treats individually, and the only difference will be now there is no barrier in between. Now, keep in mind that at this time there might be a bit more hissing and stuff while the cats get to know each other. Do not reward them if they have hissed or something. Only reward them while the experience has been very positive between each other and has been very peaceful. Now slowly start increasing the time of cats being around each other. The most important thing to keep in mind is at any point, if your cats are stressing out or getting aggressive with each other, which means fighting with claws out or really biting and yowling, you need to instantly go back a step. Do not wait, go back a step and start from there slowly again. Now, initially playing with the cats in every room, treating them in every room when they're with each other is very important. I hope hope that you found this video enjoyable as well as informative, and I really wish you best of luck in getting a new kitty in your house, and hope it all goes really well. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.